Brock, how does it feel to be getting your first Pro Bowl recognition?
Yeah, what an honor. I'm very thankful, obviously, to everyone who voted and all the support across the country. It's so cool, actually. And for all my teammates, too, for them to be recognized. It's sweet. We got a special team, special unit of guys, and but to be listed up there with them, man, what an honor. So, yeah, very thankful for it.
And you heard you got the most fan votes out of all players.
Yeah, heard about that. Yeah, it's crazy, you know. I don't know really what to say to that. It's cool, sort of just, you know, this last year, how crazy it's been, and then, you know, to sort of see that and the support from everybody watching, you know, just all of it, the whole story, and in the last year, it's been a blessing.
How is the postseason different than the regular season, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like you get everybody's best ball, you know. Everybody's in tune to, you know, what they need to do at a high level, and every drive, every play, I mean, really matters. Obviously, that should be the case for the regular season, but postseason, last year I feel like I felt that. You know, I feel like, you know, even our first game against the Seahawks, it's like, man, we're getting their best shots, a close game all the way up in the first half, and then the Dallas game, it's close. Every possession matters. Not turning the ball over, like all the little things matter, and so I just feel like the intensity is just cranked up a little bit more. Regular season, that should be the case, but sometimes, you know, things happen and you can lose a couple games and still make it to where you need to be. But postseason, there's very little room for error. So
obviously, you're gonna do whatever the coach says and go along with the program. Is there a small part of you that's thinking, there's a football game going on this Sunday and I'm not playing in it?
Yeah, a little bit. Just the initial conversation that we had, it was like sort of, you know, for me, I was like, man, you know, this is all I know is to prepare for the next game and get ready. And especially when we went out to practice and I saw my teammates doing that, you know, and everyone dressed up, ready to go and preparing for the Rams. And then I'm practicing, but obviously not getting to go for the game. So a little weird in that sense, but it's part of it. And obviously we're doing what's best for the team and the organization. So always got to remember that and have that in mind. But yeah, just the competitor in me. Obviously, I want to play and, you know, compete all the time. So, but that's the case in the situation that we're in.
How plugged in will you be on Sunday? Like, what, you know, will you have the headphone on? You know, communicate with Sam. Like, what will be kind of your MO? What are you planning to do?
Yeah, I mean, just be in tune with the play calls and everything. You know, this week I've still gone about my process and stuff with the install of the plays and everything, and I'm gonna do my part to help out Sam and what I'm seeing on the sideline, just like what he's done all year for me. And so, yeah, I'll have the headset on and listening to all the plays and stuff, and still going through my process in terms of, you know, if I was out there, what would I be doing, and how I'm seeing the game and stuff, and trying to help out Sam as best as I can. So that's what I'll be doing.
What are some of the things that you've learned from Sam this year, whether it's during a game or in meetings or in practices, that stand out?
Yeah, I mean, a lot. Obviously, he's been a guy who, you know, has been here in this league for, I think it's his 6th year now, and just the process, the routine, how to study, what he's seeing with concepts and how he's ran things before. He's been able to pour into me and help me out with that, and in meetings, sort of just remind me of little things within plays, and especially before we get up, before the game starts, the night before we go through all the plays, Brandon and I, he just does a great job with just the little things within the plays of, hey, reminder on this play, this is where we're going with this or that, and he brings up these little things that are huge for me as a quarterback. And then obviously on the sideline and stuff, he's bringing up just good things, tendencies that he's seen on film that they could possibly do during the game and to not forget about. So he's done a tremendous job, and he's a very selfless guy. He puts the team first, and he's for the room, you know, not just about himself or anything. Like, that dude is for the room and for this organization. So very thankful to have him.
So in between drives, did you have a set routine? I see you talking sometimes to Sam, sometimes to Greasy. Is that kind of just something that you try to do in between each drive to check in and recalibrate?
100%, yeah. Usually it's, you know, start off, it's Greasy with what he's seeing and what we're trying to do. And then obviously the quarterbacks were all sitting next to each other, and after Greasy sort of done talking, Sam and Brandon will chime in with what they're seeing, just with everything. sort of the mindset and stuff, and they're real about what's going on, what the situation is, and where I should be, and they sort of just, again, they remind me of things with what I can do, because they've played the position, they've been in those moments, so it's been sweet having them with me, and continue to go with them, so.
Brock, in the 4 losses, you've thrown 9 picks, and we've talked about it before, about being an aggressive mindset, being smart with the football. How do you lock yourself into that mindset of stay aggressive, but take care of the ball?
Yeah, it's just doing what I'm coached. Our system is really good. We got really good players, and so for me, I don't have to be superhero and or Superman and go out there and say I need to get it done right here and throw in this tight window. I have to go throughout my process and what I'm coached, and we'll be successful. That's been the case. And the times where I haven't, I've been too aggressive with things and stuff, we've gotten in trouble, turned the ball over, and then obviously those games we've come down to losing some of them. So that's something that I have to obviously always have in my mind, but at the same time, when I see something and I'm confident about it, I'm gonna let it rip. So I think that's sort of the fine line of it, but playing within the system and how I'm coached is always good enough here.
Ron,
Go ahead, Brandon.
is there any concern, about not playing, a meaningful snap for, 3 weeks, and, if so, how do you kind of, try to stay as much in it as possible?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I brought up to Kyle, and, then he brought up some really good points, just in terms of like, the preseason, not getting a whole lot of reps and snaps, and then going into Pittsburgh and playing, well enough to win. Same with the bye week, coming back and having a good performance against Jacksonville. So, I think I've done it, this year in terms of having some rest and then coming in and playing. And so that's something feels good to go back and remind myself about. And not only that, like, we're gonna be practicing against really good defense, obviously our guys, for the next couple of weeks too. So, and it's not like I'm gonna be sitting on the couch for the next couple of weeks doing absolutely nothing. We're gonna be out here still getting good reps against our defense, working on the little things I need to work on, my footwork, my reads at practice, and whoever we end up playing in our first round, we're ready for it. So.
Reading between the lines there, did you just at least mildly lobby to play a little something?
It was just part of our conversation, just being real with all the situations and scenarios with this week and playing and stuff. So that's something that we brought up and made the decision after that. So
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brock.
Sam, right here.